Hi everyone! Great that you chose to watch this video. You either get this video personally from me or one of my team members from Limitless Living. And the reason that you are here is most likely that you're open to something new or that you are looking for more in the broadest sense of the word. We all see the world is changing, and if we believe the news, things will only get worse the coming years. The economy is worsening, a lot is going on. And you realize your goals and your dreams are pushed further and further away because they are getting harder to achieve with just one income stream or just one way of working, like a traditional job or a traditional entrepreneur with all the risk that comes with it. So we believe it can be different. Whether you want more income, more flexibility in working hours, more freedom, better balance between work and kids, a passive income, stepping out of the 9 to 5 system. Whatever your reason is to watch this video, you are in the right place. I can tell you, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Brenda, I'm 41 years old, and together with my loving boyfriend, we have a son of 4 named Raiden. I'm a travel fanatic, I am a big adventurer, and I love entrepreneurship. Um, Almost 3 years ago now, I was just like you watching a video of somebody who showed me this business opportunity where I can work part-time but earn full-time. And I went for it. A little bit of background from me. When I was young, I completed my fashion study at 21 and I started working in a very big Dutch retailer. Really fun job, a lot of nice colleagues, a lot to learn. I traveled the world visiting production countries, and I gradually climbed up to being a buy-in manager of one of the biggest retailers in Holland with 240 shops. I had a good salary. I could go 2 times, 3 times a year on a holiday. I really enjoyed my work, but something inside me was off. It didn't feel right. Yeah, so my boyfriend and me took a bold decision and we both quit our job. We sold our house and we took a leap of faith and we traveled through Asia for a year, which was really amazing. Oh my God, the freedom and the experience, that was really the time of our life. Now, yeah, you can imagine the year flew by and it was quite hard to come back into the Dutch climate. And yeah, after so much freedom, really the 9 to 5 system really stood out. In Asia, people live more on their feeling, let's say feeling time. And here in the Netherlands or in any Western country, we really live on the clock. Yeah, to illustrate that, you set your alarm at 7 o'clock, you get up whether you're rested or not. You do your morning routine, you drop your kids at school, and you get in the car like everybody else and sit in traffic. And then, yeah, you have to be in work at 8:30 because work is starting. Not because the work can start earlier or later, but because we agreed that's the time that it should start. And at 12:30, everybody's sitting down, eating their sandwich or their homemade lunch. Not because they're hungry, but yeah, because everybody eats at that time, just how it is. And yeah, at 5 p.m., you finish work, you sit in the same traffic again, you pick up the kids, you go home, you eat your dinner at 6 o'clock because otherwise it gets too late to put the kids to bed. And yeah, 10 o'clock, 10:30, then yeah, really it's bedtime for yourself. And the next day, you do exactly the same. Whether you are tired or you are rested, whether it's rainy or sunny outside, whether your needs are different or the needs of the people around you are different. So, now yeah, the 9 to 5 system that really gives me the creeps. And after a while, I got pregnant from our son and we became the proud parents of Raiden. But unfortunately, what should have been a very nice, beautiful blue cloud became a big black hole because I suffered from postpartum depression. And yeah, my hormones were completely out of balance. I was not myself for 1.5 years. Yeah, and during that time, I really felt he needed me the most, and I wasn't there for him. And for me, that really felt that I lost 1.5 years with him. And yeah, that really made me realize how precious time is. And that time never comes back. So that was really my wake up call that I thought, yeah, this must be different. There has to be a way that it can be otherwise. I don't want to be in a 9 to 5 system anymore. I don't want to bring him 3 days in the week to daycare and pick him up and only see him in the evening. I want to live a life where I'm present and live a life based on our terms. And that was when I seriously started with this business. And I wondered, do I want him to grow up in the stress system? Do I want him to look at me like somebody who's always busy and running around and stressed, living from weekend to weekend? Is that the example that I want to be for him? Am I going to do this until the rest of my life? No, no, I don't think so. So, yeah, have you ever consciously wondered, like, what you are doing now? Do you want to do that until the rest of your life? The work that you do now, the stress that you're in now, the routine that you are having, the speed or maybe the slowliness that you're living. Are you getting the most out of your life right now? Is this what you want? And if you think now, no, no, there must be more to life, no worries. I'm going to show you how it can be different. Now, yeah, what has it brought for me? A lot. My own business, freedom, a growth mindset, a lot of positive energy, and so much more than that. And after almost 3 years, I was able to quit my employer, and we are now immigrating in 2 weeks to the beautiful sunny Portugal to build a new life there, work remotely, and yeah, most of all, the most important, spend time together and ensure the best future for our son, because that's priority number one, of course. Now, yeah, that's my story in a nutshell. It's time to share my screen and explain the business as good as I can. I always say up front, you either see it or you don't. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It's no promises that you will have 1,000 euros on your bank account tomorrow. No, no, this is something big, something sustainable. This business takes 2 to 5 years to really build something you will benefit from for the rest of your life. And that doesn't mean it will take 2 years before you start earning money, definitely not. But in the long term, it can become passive. And that's something that gives absolute freedom to you and generations after you. So yeah, simply that takes time. And yeah, that's quite honest and realistic, right? So, okay, grab pen and paper, write down all your questions in the meantime. And at the end, you will think, okay, super, this really sounds cool, let's go. Or you think, no, this is not my cup of tea, but it might be for somebody else. So please share it with them as well. Okay, let me share my screen and let's start. The future is uncertain and everyone can feel it. It's getting worse by the day. Everything is getting more expensive and people are starting complaining. Energy, groceries, dining out, the fun things in life. And yeah, the financial stress is on the rise. More and more people will need to look for additional income. And how do you handle this? Because right now, there are two types of people: people who act passive lambs, follow the herd and do nothing, and people who think, this is happening, I can't change that, but I can take steps to improve my own life. And I believe you are part of the second group, otherwise, you wouldn't be here right now. So let's keep on going. The future is uncertain, and everybody can feel it. A lot of people are complaining. Everything is getting more expensive: energy, groceries, dining out, the fun things in life. Financial stress is on the rise, and more people will need to look for additional income. And right now, there are two types of people: people who act like passive lambs, they follow the herd and they do nothing, and people who think, this is happening, I can't change that, but I can take steps to improve my own life. And I believe you're part of that second group, otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So let's keep on going. So, who can this business really make a difference for? First of all, it's important to know that there's no other industry in the world where the background of people is so different. You will see an 18-year-old building this alongside their studies. You will see a 70-year-old working on their retirement income. A stay-at-home mom who wants to work from home and be there for the kids. A globetrotter who wants to travel and earn money at the same time. Or an entrepreneur with 3 successful businesses who is ready to scale down but don't want to take a step back financially. So it's highly educated, less educated, it really doesn't matter. In short, the reason people start with this business model are incredibly diverse. But they all have one thing in common. They're looking for a change in their life. A change in their life on areas, on different aspects. So it's most of the time on finances, on freedom, flexible working or retiring earlier, health, helping others, or personal development. And yeah, here's a question for you. If you had to make a top 3 out of these 6 areas, what would be the most important for you? And why? Why does that matter a lot? And at the end of the day, all these goals are connected to one thing, and that's financial independence. So here's the next question. What monthly amount would represent financial freedom for you? what amount would need to be deposited onto your bank account every month. And yeah, that you think, yes, now I am financially free. Now I can do whatever I want. So I don't mean the amount that you are earning now with a little bit extra. No, I mean the amount that makes you think, wow, I really can live the life that I dream of. I can live wherever I want. I can do whatever I want. I can help as many people as I want. I want to retire and I can. Now yeah, what would you do with that money that you currently can't? And be specific on that, because money itself isn't a goal. It's a tool to achieve your goals. So, yeah, ask yourself, with that amount of money, would you still live in the same house as you do now? Would you still drive the same car? Would you live in a different country, maybe? Or would you still send your children to the same daycare or to the same school? Would you work the same number of hours? Or would you choose to work when, wherever, from another country, how much you want to earn? Yeah, what would be the difference if you have this amount of money? And the next question is, how serious were you when you said you'd be willing to go for this? Like on a scale from 1 to 10, how committed are you really to achieve this? I mean, truly committed to make a change in your life and to take steps for action. And one would be, yeah, I wrote a few things down, but honestly, nah, I'm not going to do anything with it. And 10 would mean, yes, I'm dead serious. I want this so badly, and I feel deep down that there need to be a change. And I do whatever it takes. If I just had the right plan and the right guidance, I would go for it. Write it down for yourself. Now, here comes the next question. What would you prefer? Earning 100% from the work of one person for the rest of your life? Or earning 1% of the work of 100 people for the rest of your life? Yeah, think about that. Earning 100% from your own effort isn't the smartest strategy. Because when you go on a holiday, nothing comes in. When you are sick, nothing comes in. But earning a smaller percentage from the efforts of so many others, it's always more sustainable. And it naturally creates a form of passive income. I'll explain exactly how that works later on in the video. But before you decide to partner up with a company, you naturally want to know, who is this company really? Because let's be honest, none of us want to be part of someone else's trial and error project. So this is Rex Mann, the founder of the company. Sadly, Rex passed away 3 years ago, but he handed over the business to his son Greg. And Greg is truly forwarding his father's philosophy. And Rex's vision was really simple but powerful: to provide people with the opportunity to live a better and healthier life, regardless of their background, education, or experience. To be who they truly want to be. Yeah, and that mindset really struck me because, unlike many other companies I've seen, this one genuinely focuses on people. And your age, your gender, your education level, experience, background, none of that matters. And the only thing that truly counts is that your motivation to learn and to grow within this business model. So the company's name is Forever Living. And Forever Living is an American company with a headquarters in Scottsdale, Arizona. And it has been there for over 46 years. And it's one of the most successful network marketing companies in the world. Forever is a debt-free, family-owned, financially strong, and privately held. So, meaning there are no shareholders and it's not listed on the stock exchange. So even if the global economy would collapse, Forever has the stability to keep on going. It's the world's largest producer of organic aloe vera and bee products, operating in over 160 countries. And because Forever is fully vertically integrated, we do everything in our own hands, from plant to customer. And with an annual sales of over 3 billion, I think we can all agree that's what success looks like. The Benelux headquarters is located in Baarn in the Netherlands, in a beautiful historic building. And a fun fact, the real estate worldwide is owned and managed by Forever itself. So every headquarters around the world is Forever's property. And even better, all of these offices are open for visitors. So wherever you are in the world, you're always welcome to stop by and take a look behind the scenes. And then there's Forever Direct. This is our main distribution center right here in the Netherlands, and it's built 10 years ago. And that's pretty amazing, right? That a multi-billion-dollar company like Forever chose the Netherlands, a small country, as a hub. Forever Direct handles the distribution of orders to over 100 countries in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. And it also provides employment to hundreds of people with a distance to the regular labor market, something that we are really proud of and where it shows that they're really careful people. Because of our distribution center is located here in the Netherlands, the shipping is fast and reliable, especially for local customers. So yeah, that's definitely a big plus. So how does Forever actually generate revenue? Now, through everyday products based on pure aloe vera organic gel. And now I can already hear you thinking, oh no, I really don't feel like selling products. I got you. You know what? I get that. That's not what we do, and it's not how most of the company's revenue is generated. So I will explain you more about that later in this presentation. But of course, you do need a product to create revenue. You need a product that holds real value. And one of our most unique product lines, and something many people aren't familiar with, is our aloe vera drinks. They are truly special. In fact, our aloe drink alone makes up about 50% of Forever Global's revenue, which is nearly 3 billion. So that says something, right, about the impact on people's health. And here's why. Aloe vera contains over 200 nutrients. To give you an idea, an orange has about 40, so that's a big difference. The aloe gel deeply cleanses your digestive system, and it means your body starts absorbing nutrients from your food up to 80% more effectively. Your gut starts functioning the way it's meant to be, and as a result of that, you feel more energetic, more balanced, and your immune system really gets a boost. But that's just one part of it. We also offer bee products like raw honey made by bees that are not fed with sugar, nutritional supplements, weight management and sports nutrition programs, personal care and skincare, fluoride-free toothpaste, aluminum-free deodorant, and sulfate and paraben-free shampoo. So yeah, what really sets us products apart from products that you can buy in the store? Simple answer, quality. Take a quick look around your bathroom after this presentation and check the ingredients on the back of the labels. You often see the first ingredient that's listed, and that's aqua. And aqua is just a fancy word for water. With Forever products, the main ingredient is always a pure organic aloe vera from the inner leaf. We harvest and fillet the plants by hand, and we even hold a patent on the process of cold stabilizing our aloe vera. And it's meaning that no other company in the world is allowed to able the process as we do it. And that matters because many companies pasteurize their aloe vera, which heats it and destroys the nutritional value. We don't do that. And that's why we win international awards every year for producing the best aloe vera in the world. That's also why we offer a 30-day guarantee to our customers. And yeah, get this, despite a global turnover of nearly 3 billion, our return rate is less than 1%. So that says it all. On top of that, the products are super concentrated and long-lasting. You only have to use a little bit. And here's something more. Everything is organically grown. And we received also official organic certification for it. Besides that, we have other certifications like halal, kosher. We are not tested on animals. In fact, animals actually use our products too. And they also carry all 3 major ISO certifications, which guarantees the highest standards of quality, safety, and environmental responsibility. And here's something really special. With over 50 million aloe vera plants, we're able to cleanse the earth of millions of tons of CO2 per year. And yes, we are contributing to the planet, not just our profits. And here's a fun fact I love to share. Our fields are maintained by over 4,000 goats. They roam freely, grazing away all the weeds because goats eat everything except aloe vera, and they also provide natural fertilization. So our fields are protected and nourished in the most sustainable organic way that's possible. And the goats play a key role in our environmentally conscious farming approach. We'd love to take you on a virtual tour of our aloe fields and show you how it all works. Have a look.
In the Forever Aloe Fields, the largest of its kind in the world, we grow the Earth's best and most nutritional type of aloe vera. We've never used synthetic pesticides or fertilizers. And our goats weed the fields and naturally fertilize the land. After harvest, aloe vera outer leaves are added back into the soil, ensuring our land stays rich and vibrant for generations to come. And now, we are proudly certified organic.
Always great to see, isn't it? But anyway, how do you actually build an extra or even a replacement income? Well, first of all, it's good to know. It's not a job. It's not an employment contract. We don't work for forever, we work with forever. And it's a business model where many people each contribute to a small part for a total revenue. And the key is to multiply your time through duplication. And we talked about this before. What would you rather have? 100% of the hours of one person or 1% of the hours of 100 people? In the end, the 1% is the smarter choice because it frees up your time. And time is so much more valuable than money. People who work 40, 50, 60 hours a week and they earn 10,000 per month. Are they really rich? In my eyes, not really. I don't even envy that. They don't have the time to enjoy life. They don't have the time to spend their money on fun things with their family and friends. So time is more important than money, people. Lost money you can earn back, but lost time is forever gone. So what exactly will you be doing then? Well, it depends on your goals and ambitions, of course. First question I always get, do I need to use the products myself? Yes, absolutely. And it makes perfect sense. A baker also doesn't buy his bread at the supermarket, right? And it would be strange to recommend a toothpaste to somebody while you use a different one yourself. That wouldn't be genuine, would it? So this won't take any extra of your time. Brushing your teeth, washing your hair, you already do that. So you're simply shifting your purchasing to yourself. As you gain experience with the products, you will get excited and others see what it will do for you. Others will notice it, so you become your best advertisement. And by sharing your positive experience with others at a party or with a neighbor, you naturally build a small group of customers. It happens organically, word of mouth, and it takes very little time. And actually, you're probably already doing this with things like a good book you've read, or a great restaurant where you have eaten, or a favorite day cream, a nail salon. You recommend things to people all the time. You just don't get paid for it. And now you will earn from it. Some people in our team are already very happy just earning an extra 200 or 400 euros per month. And that's great. But if you really want to go for financial freedom and think big, then your focus will be option 2. Building a user network. Attracting new team members or colleagues who see also their solution in this business opportunity. And they will also use the products themselves. And they will have a small customer base, creating a user network in the country where they are living or even worldwide, and you will receive a percentage of their sales. But would you show this business then to everybody? No, not everybody, that's true. But definitely to people who are looking for change like extra income, financial independence, more time, flexible hours, working from home, being their own boss, meeting new people, personal development, creating a passive income, all this kind of changes. And do you think the group of people are growing or shrinking in the coming years? We touched on this at the start with everything happening in the world, and you can only conclude that the number of people seeking change and freedom is going to explode in the coming of years. So there are plenty of people to show the business to. But how do you actually earn income by finding and helping these people? Now, with a very transparent and simple marketing plan. If you start as an assistant supervisor, and we guide you step by step through all the next levels. You begin with 30% discounts, which you can use on your own purchases, but it can go up until 48%. And when you sell a product, that immediately becomes your profit margin that you can keep for yourself. As you said earlier, you'd rather earn 1% from 100 people. In this earner model, you can even earn 3 to 18% from the network of product users and your entire team. 65% of every euro goes back into the team and is distributed among the team members, and 35% goes back to the company. Now, how does this work exactly? Let's say you start working with 3 people, and all 3 see potential in this plan. One might want to work around the kids more, another might want to move to a warm country and buy a beautiful house or need some extra money. Now, it doesn't matter what the reason is, you'll be working with these 3 people. What's very important is that you must enjoy helping these people start their business and coaching them. Of course, you will be coached and supported by us yourself because it's new to most people. And when you learn, you can pass the knowledge on to others so they can also start working with new people. Now imagine you spend 10 hours a week doing this alongside your current job, and the 3 people you are working with do the same. How many hours per week are spent then on your organization? Right, that's 40 in total. Now imagine you do the same, but then with 10 people. How many hours per week are spent then on your organization? Right, 110 hours, of which only 10 hours are your time. And that's the power of duplication. This is how you create both time and freedom. The manager position is the key role. It's the position where many people dare to stop working full-time or reduce their hours. And you can expect then an income of around 2,000 euros per month. But we can take it a step further because there are also people who want to earn more than 2,000 euros. How does that work then? Now, as a manager, you build a solid foundation. And once you recruit somebody who also is seriously committed to the business plan and they also become a manager, you earn 6% commission on that person's group sale. That means on the entire user network and the entire customer base. For the second generation, you receive 3%, and for the third generation, you receive 2%. After that, the payout line stops, because if it went on indefinitely, the earnings would be spread too thin and almost nothing would be left for everyone. What this means is one of these lines, it can bring you 3,300 euros per month. So if you add that up with the 2,000 euros that you already got, that means a roughly 5,000 euro per month. Of course, you can also build multiple of these lines. Imagine you coach 5 people who each get 3 managers in their teams and you'll be earning 5 times 3,300 euros. So it's all about your ambition and how much you want to invest in yourself. There is no income ceiling here. That's the most important thing to know. You determine your own growth and your own income. What's your ambition? Where do you want to go? And that's the most important thing. Do you really want to earn an above average income, or are you just looking to make some extra money? Everything is possible and everything is fine. You have the choice to decide what suits you best. So that can be using and recommending products, 200 to 400 euros. It can be building and coaching a team, 1,500 to 2,500 euros. Or it can be developing team leaders, 4,000 to 10,000 euros, where there is no income ceiling. So that's important to know. Forever is really a lifestyle concept. So once you start working with us, you are very driven and you help a lot of people. Some extra great perks come along. For example, you can qualify for Forever to Drive. This is an additional contribution of 400 to 800 euro on top of your income. We call it car plan because most people use it to buy a car, but in principle, it's just extra money you can spend on whatever you want. You could use this extra cash for a new e-bike, to refresh your wardrobe, or do fun things with the kids, whatever you like. You can also qualify to go on trips twice a year, fully paid by Forever. You can bring a +1 and even your kids to the destination of that year. And yeah, trips before went to Hawaii, Dubai, London, South Africa, Mexico. And yeah, the trips are always very special because all the qualified people from over 160 countries, they come together. So each time on a different continent. Yeah, with Forever like this, you have the chance to explore the world. And if you go all the way with the business plan, you can also qualify for Chairman's Bonus. This is a profit sharing program. If you help a lot of people, Forever gives you a kind of 13th month. And this can really add up. These are regular people like you and me getting checks between 4,000 and 5,000 euros, annual incomes, or even 6-figure amounts. And this is for those who are willing to invest energy in others. But it doesn't stop there, so let's continue. Forever goes a step further. If you pass away, Forever will continue to pay the income you've built up monthly to your heirs. For me, that was somewhat a vague concept. I wondered what exactly that meant. Well, it means that if you build a business and then pass away, your children or any other heirs can continue to receive and divide the income every month. This is because we work with products that everyone uses daily. and your organization of fellow users doesn't suddenly stop brushing their teeth or taking their supplements if you pass away. So that turnover keeps on going. And Forever says, thanks to you, and because of that, then they can transfer it into your heirs. So how beautiful is that, that you are able to leave something like that behind, a true income stream for your kids. And finally, at some point, your income can be passive. And how is it that you can create passive income with Forever? Now, yeah, that's because Rex, the founder, very consciously chose products that we are using daily. And what do people do when they run out of toothpaste or shampoo or supplements? They buy a new one. So passive income basically means that you get paid for the work that you do in the past. So people remain loyal to quality. So you really need to have a product that works for you. And with Forever products, we really have that. So if you think, oh yes, this really energizes me, I'm totally in for it, then you can start with a starter kit and immediately get the position of assistant supervisor. You get the 30% discount for life, and you get your own personalized webshop and a license to build your business in more than 160 countries. Now, we'll be happy to explain how all of this works and to see which starter kit suits you best through a personal Zoom call. But what can you expect from us? Well, coaching and support, that's the most important part. Personal coaching to help you get the best out of yourself and out of your business, but also online group coaching through Zoom calls. Then we have once a month live events, including product trainings and business trainings. And it's also a great opportunity to meet colleagues from the country wherever you're in. And then we have an app called FLP 360, and there all data is tracked in our app. So even your administration is automated, and that's really, really great. You can see your turnover, the people in your downline, what they have for turnover. So now, yeah, everything is automated, and that really saves a lot of time. So you're not on your own in this. And so we always say, Forever is the company where ordinary people achieve extraordinary results. And with that, we come to an end of the presentation. And I want to ask you, what would be the reason to let this opportunity pass you by? What would be the reason not to do it? I'm not social enough. No problem. Would you be willing to learn? I don't have a big network. We hear that all the time. It's not important. We will teach you how to build a network. Does it have to be online only? No, we are here for 47 years, so there are many options offline too which we can learn you. So there really isn't much reason not to do it. And if you still decide not to do it, what's your plan B? Do you have an alternative? If this isn't it, what is? If you don't do it now, when will you? And if you don't do it, who will do it? These are all questions I want you to get thinking about. So that brings us to the end of this video. More is possible and it's within reach. The only thing missing is you. Let go of your fears. Stop postponing. Later isn't the date on the calendar. Everything you want later, you actually already want now. So start. Take steps. It's time to choose yourself. Take the jump. Life is too short. Be sure to schedule a call with the person who sent you this video to get started right away or to ask your questions. We are happy to answer them. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and hopefully see you soon.